Hello and welcome. I'm a hotel AI expert with extensive experience in modern hospitality operations and performance support. It's my pleasure to welcome all of you, the students of Europe Hotel School, to your online learning journey. We truly look forward to supporting your professional growth in the hospitality industry. All right, let's dive right in. When we talk about leadership in the age of AI, it's not just about getting the latest software or understanding some complex algorithm. No, it's much deeper than that. It's really about a fundamental shift in how we lead our teams, how we build our culture. Because the biggest challenge? It isn't the tech. It's always about the people and managing that very human response to it.
And more often than not, that response is fear, right? I mean, think about it. You hear about some powerful new AI system coming into the workplace, and what's the first thing that pops into your head? What does this mean for my job? It's such a natural question, but it's one that can create a whole lot of uncertainty and anxiety for any team, in any hotel.
There's actually a name for this feeling. It's called technology anxiety. And it's exactly what it sounds like. That deep-seated fear that automation, especially AI, is coming to replace human roles. And for you as future leaders, let me tell you, acknowledging this and tackling this anxiety head-on, it's probably one of the most critical things you'll ever do.
So, the big question is, how do we actually do that? Well, it all starts with a new philosophy, a total shift in mindset. We have to move away from this narrative of replacement and instead fully embrace the idea of augmentation.
And I want to be really clear about this. Augmentation, not replacement. This isn't just some catchy slogan we put on a poster. It's a core strategic goal. The best leaders out there today, they are laser-focused on building a culture where AI is seen for what it is, a powerful tool to enhance what we do, to make us better, not something that's here to make us obsolete.
Probably the best way I've found to make this idea really stick is with a simple analogy. Don't think of AI as this autopilot that's just taking over the whole plane. No. Instead, think of AI as your co-pilot. It's sitting right there in the cockpit with you and your team. So what's this co-pilot's job description? What does it actually do? Well, it handles all the drudgery, the repetitive, mind-numbing tasks, the manual data entry, answering those same basic guest questions over and over. And when the AI handles that, what happens? It frees up your team. It frees them up to focus on the things that humans do best, those high-value personal interactions, that empathetic service that is and always will be the heart and soul of hospitality.
Okay, that all sounds great in theory, right? But how do you actually make it happen on the ground in your hotel? Well, that's where the playbook comes in. And building this kind of future-ready culture really comes down to 3 fundamental pillars.
So let's break these down. Pillar number 1, you've got to foster an experimental mindset. This means letting your team try new things, test new tools, and not be terrified of failure. Pillar 2 is all about psychological safety. You have to create an environment where people feel safe to speak up, to share ideas, even to voice their concerns without fear of being shut down. And finally, number 3, you absolutely must invest in continuous learning. This is how you give your team the skills and the confidence they need to actually work with this new AI co-pilot.
And this slide, this just perfectly captures that massive cultural shift we're talking about. We're moving away from that old-school, rigid command and control hierarchy, the top-down directives. In a modern AI-first organization, incredible insights can come from literally anywhere. I mean, just imagine. Your housekeeping team uses an AI tool to sift through guest feedback and suddenly they spot a pattern, a recurring issue with, say, the room amenities. Boom, they can flag it for a proactive fix. Or think about the kitchen team, using AI to analyze inventory data to predict demand so perfectly that food waste is slashed. It's about empowering every single person on your team from the front desk to the back of the house. So, after all this work, building this new culture, empowering your team, what's the payoff? What are the actual results you can expect to see? Let's take a look at the benefits you get when you create a truly augmented hotel. And the results are really powerful and they all feed into each other. See, when your staff feels empowered and supported, what happens? They actually want to use the new tools. You get high user adoption. And when they use those tools to do their jobs better, your guests are happier. It's a direct link. And pretty soon, your team starts to see that the AI is making their jobs easier, not threatening them. That technology becomes a source of pride, not fear. And all of this together, that's what builds long-term resilience for your hotel.
So let's bring this all back to you. Why does this matter for your career? Because as you step into leadership roles, adopting this co-pilot mindset means AI becomes your single greatest ally. It's not a threat. Your job actually becomes easier and way more rewarding because you can focus on what truly matters, the guest. You're not just managing day-to-day tasks anymore. You're leading a shared journey of innovation with your entire team.
So, as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with a question to really think about. As you move forward in your careers, when you find yourself in that position to lead a team, what's the very first step you're going to take to make AI your team's trusted co-pilot?